What's happening, everybody? It's Grand Prix GTP02 here, covering the 2017 Houston Auto Show, where right now I am sitting here with Nissan, where just moments ago they took the wraps off their brand new 2017 Rogue Sport. So what does this mean if you're in the market for a compact crossover, but you want something that's a little bit smaller than the usual? Well, today I'm going to show you. Alrighty guys, so here it is, the brand new 2017 Nissan Rogue Sport. Now, some of you guys might be confused by me calling it that because those of you who live in Canada and also across the pond in Europe may know this car as the Nissan Qashqai. Well, Nissan decided it was a good idea to bring it over here to the US, so now it has gone underneath the Rogue nameplate, but it has now been designated as the Rogue Sport. Now, despite that namesake, this car shares not a single body panel with the current generation Nissan Rogue. In fact, it's about 10 inches shorter than the current Rogue, and it is shaved about 2 inches off of the wheelbase as well. So this car now slots in between the Juke and the Rogue in terms of Nissan's compact crossover line. Now, other facts about this vehicle include the 2-liter direct-injected 4-cylinder engine up at the front, making 141 horsepower, 147 pound-feet of torque, with EPA fuel economy estimates yet to be announced. Now, this particular one I'm showing you is the top-end SL trim. It is all-wheel drive, finished in a beautiful deep metallic blue, and this one also has been equipped with the optional Platinum package. So literally, what you are looking at is the very top spec of this new Rogue Sport line. So starting here at the front, we have these beautiful angular headlights, very traditional Nissan design. The Platinum package gives you LED auto-adjusting projector headlights. You also have the fog lights down here below with this nice chrome ring. Moving across, you have the gloss black painted grille that leads into the V-Motion grille here in the center, and you also have this huge sensor here with the Nissan logo integrated in, as well as the forward camera for the 360-degree around view monitor. Now, this sensor here is for things such as automatic emergency braking and the forward collision alert system with pedestrian detection. I really gotta say, one of the words that is coming to mind right now is athletic. This car looks like one of those running shoes that you would use to run a marathon. Very youthful and kind of skinny, but at the same time, very muscular looking, again, a lot more youthful and again, very much athletic. Now, adding to that appeal are these set of 19-inch aluminum alloy wheels with the machine-faced front and the black painted spokes here. You've got 4-wheel disc brakes all the way around. Also got the foldable mirrors here, each with a camera located underneath. Again, that is part of the 360-degree view around view monitor. You've got LED turn signals integrated in. Up top here, we've got the painted silver roof rails, but we also have the power tilting and sliding sunroof. The SL trim, and pretty much all of these, I'm assuming, will come with Nissan's intelligent key keyless access with the push-button ignition. And again, looking down the side of the vehicle, again, you can see a very low profile here. The roof is actually a lot lower, but again, the word I'm getting here, just as I keep going around, is athletic. Coming around to the back here, we have Nissan's signature boomerang-shaped LED taillights here on this SL trim, and again, this one here in particular is all-wheel drive. Now, Nissan say this car will be arriving in late spring with pricing yet to be announced as well. So for those of you who are a bit curious, here in the US, we will not be getting this car for another few months or so, but hopefully I get to drive one of these in the future. Now, as we walk up here, we can go ahead and take a look inside the interior. This one complemented by a very lovely beige leather upholstered interior. You of course have Nissan's signature zero gravity seats, which basically apply pressure to a lot more areas of your body, decreasing driver fatigue and so on and so forth. You have multi-way power adjustments, including two-way lumbar support, power recline, power adjustment. Then of course you have all of your different safety functions down here. You have a heated leather trimmed steering wheel, which is nice to have. You have your blind spot detection in the mirrors. You also have rear cross traffic alert, your all-wheel drive with locking differential. You have your eco mode. You have quite a lot of stuff in here. Just sit down here in the driver's seat, pull the door closed, get a nice solid thud. And looking around the interior in here, it is very much apparent that this is a Nissan. A lot of the things here in the center console, the steering wheel, the gauge cluster, all very reminiscent of a lot of Nissan's vehicles in the lineup. You of course have all of your controls here on the steering wheel, so your arrow pad for the liquid crystal display and color display up there in the middle, volume controls, radio controls, Bluetooth with voice recognition and all sorts of stuff like that, active cruise control, or adaptive cruise control I should say. Here in the center we have a 7-inch color touchscreen display with navigation, and again you can switch to the camera mode as well. Again, this particular one having Nissan's intelligent key with keyless access. You've got your push button ignition on the dash. This car, or the 2-liter engine in this vehicle, is now mated to Nissan's newest Xtronic CVT, or continuously variable automatic transmission. This of course gives it a much more linear power band and also helps increase fuel economy. But again, we haven't received the EPA estimates, so we can only assume it'll be about the middle 20s combined and the middle 30s as far as highway. Here down below we also have the auxiliary and USB inputs for the iPod. We do have 2 settings for the front heated seats here. Nice little center console there. And as far as driving position goes, I mean, I'm nice and comfortable. I'm 6'1", and in the seat I have right now, pretty decent leg room and pretty decent headroom in here as well. So all very, very nice points here for the Rogue Sport. Now on to the back seat of the Rogue Sport here. Again, this is a kind of a combination between a very, very compact crossover, not as small as say a Honda HR-V or a Mazda CX-3, but a couple of Nissan representatives earlier here in the day told me that they almost thought of this as kind of an upscale, larger premium hatchback. So that was very interesting. And now the seat is pretty far back at the moment, so I don't have a whole lot of leg room, but the seat over here is a little bit further forward. So overall, I mean, I do have pretty decent leg room back there, and as far as headroom goes, they've raised the headliner here, so you do have a lot more room in here as well. Now lastly here, moving on to trunk space in the Rogue Sport, it actually is quite sizable, and it's made even more sizable by Nissan's divide and hide system that they have in here, which you can just simply take these little mats off, and this board here will slot into this nice little area right here, so you can have just a big divider right between the two. So definitely a lot of space back here, and then of course you have 60/40 split fold seats at the back. So again, it can be quite spacious back here, despite the fact, again, it's about a foot shorter than the normal Rogue that we have in the dealerships now. So there you go, everybody. A quick walkthrough and overview of the brand new 2017 Nissan Rogue Sport. Now, if you guys like what you see, feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment in the box below. But from here at the 2017 Houston Auto Show, this has been Grand Prix GTP02, and I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.